Hey family, this goes out to my YouTube, my Facebook, my IG, and now my Twitter family. No, lovers. Hey lovers, how you been? I know it's been like a little second, but I'm back. New video, new topic, and we're gonna call this one "The Rose Made Me Do It," squirting. So it's time to talk about squirting. It's time to talk about your first orgasm. So as we've seen since the pandemic started is the popularity of this little toy right here. This is the Rose. Now, I've been doing some research because it seems like this toy brought attention to something that has been ignored, and that is our clitoris. Like, we've always been told to masturbate. Most people think penetration, but there's always been vibrators out there. There's always been toys out there to stimulate more than just your vaginal walls. It's always been the clitoris. So to me, that says our clits have been ignored time and time again. And we finally found something that gives us the orgasm that obviously we've been faking for a very long time. So, yeah, we're going to call this "The Rose Made Me Do It." So, this is where we talk about when was your first time, whether assisted or masturbation, which is, of course, by yourself. Now, the Rose was my first time. Yes, but it wasn't masturbation. Actually, masturbation was the satisfier, but with assisted squirting, of course, I had my male partner with me and the Rose, and that's how I squirted for the first time. I literally thought I was going to be like one of those people, well, you know, maybe I'm a creamer and not a squirter. And this is not to say that you're automatically going to squirt. No, everyone may not be a squirter, but for me, I learned to actually have a real orgasm with my male partner at the time, and I squirted. So, you know, with everything I do, I always tell y'all I don't promote it. I don't talk about it unless I've experienced it myself. Hence this video, because we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about some things. So, of course, I did some research on squirting and how many women do it, how many women masturbate. Now, the only thing I couldn't find was whether it was masturbation alone. It just talked about women who experience ejaculation on a regular basis, which the information I found was very, very helpful. So y'all should have worn my glasses, honey, because I can't see. But the information that I did find was very telling about the percentage of women who actually have ejaculated. So I don't remember if I discussed it before. A couple of videos back was how to use certain toys, what to do with them, and how to have a better orgasm. So we're going to talk about squirting. Now, like I said, every woman may not be able to, which is totally fine. If you want this to be your goal, we can learn some techniques to do it. But the big thing about it is don't let it get in your head. When you get it in your head, you're going to get frustrated. So sex should always be fun. Sex should always be mindful but mindless. Meaning mindful of consent with you and your partner, but mindless is don't think about it so much. Enjoy it. Get your orgasm. Get their orgasm. And, you know, so forth and so on. The thing is, so many people focus on getting the orgasm. They kind of forget the ride up to the orgasm. So yes, most of us want to achieve an orgasm, but enjoy your time being with your partner because that's what it's made for. Usher. Anywho, so there was some studies shown between 10 women and 54% had experienced ejaculation. Now, mind you, some of these statistics are not present. I couldn't find anything that was closer in time, but I'm still going to do the research because these were like a couple of years back. These were probably like 2013. Maybe the last of it was like 2018. So it hasn't been nothing close, But like I said, I'm going to keep doing the research so we can keep finding out more information about it. But here was some crazy stats, guys. I should have worn my glasses. So 19% of women of the study said that they ejaculated daily. 32% said they ejaculated a few times a week. 28% a few times one. 9% once a month, and 12% less than monthly. So another question was posed to that was, how often do squirters squirt? And most of them said always. And I know for me, once the floodgates were open, it was nothing to do it every time. Now, sometimes, of course, would be more than others, but I've become a squirter. So, is it pee or is it not pee? We've always heard of squirting ain't nothing but peeing, but here's something I can tell you. Use the bathroom first before you have sex with you, and after, because you know it helps with UTIs. But use the bathroom first. Empty your bladder. Now, it comes from the same area, but it's not the same thing. And the way to tell is squirting doesn't have a scent. If it has a scent, yes, it's mixed with a little bit of urine, not a lot. But if it doesn't have a scent, that's the water from you. If it does, it's okay, it's a little pee. But like I said, this will probably be like a series, because I'm never going to stop doing research on squirting, because there's so many articles out there of how to. But like I said, the research I've done, the information is kind of dated by a couple of years. So I really want to find something more recent. So if you send this video to your friends, you know, like, share, comment, send it to your friends, ask them about squirting, have they squirt, or just send them the video. You just tell them, watch it. I need to get more information. This needs to be recent information about squirting. So boom, who did it? The Rose, the Satisfier, or Miss Mary. By the way, all of these, except for the Rose, because it's sold out, all of these are on the site. You know the site, www.Nicole'sLittleBlackBox. I'm getting tongue-tied. Nicole'sLittleBlackBox.com. So like I said, these toys are, of course, on the site. Get it. This month is my birthday month also. So if you use code BIRTHDAY, any purchase over $20, shipping is on me. Also, you know, with some of the lingerie is buy one, get the other one 40% off on select eye candy. So yeah, I'm having deals because this month is my birthday month. So happy birthday to me. Anywho, let's get back to the education part. By the way, y'all know I don't play. Y'all know I'm a big, humongous advocate of lubricant. We don't do spitting is sexy and erotic, but let's keep it real. Lube is where it's at. You have 3 different kinds of lube. You have silicone, water, and a mixture. And I've seen some with aloe in it, which I thought was really nice. The wetter the better has always been my logo, my motto when it comes to lubricant. You know, and lubricants have come a long way. It's not sticky anymore. It's not messy. It's not nasty. It doesn't have that feel to it. Lube has really come a long way. And Wicked Sensuals, I sell that. I love them. I follow them on Instagram. You should too. They always give daily sex facts. And they talk about their products. Their products have been made for us. Ladies, you know we are very sensitive down there. You know, one sneeze and we go downhill. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't play. The wetter the better. Lube it up. Probably won't be able to see because I suck at doing these. I always suck at doing these. So, anywho. So, let's talk about it. Okay, so these are just some small techniques. I'm not saying this will work for you. I'm just saying what it worked for me as far as masturbation. So, we're going to start with masturbation first, and then we'll go into the partner. So, the partner was where I had my first one assisted, but the Satisfier and Miss Mary, and I think there's another one like this called Tracy's Dog, I'm not sure, but was where I did it alone. So with Miss Mary, this one stimulates the G-spot and its grooves in it, and of course the clitoral suction. This one has about 20 functions, I think. Don't quote me, it's all on the website, but this one has a lot of functions and a lot of suction. So this is actually my first time squirting unassisted by myself. And when I mean unassisted, is with a partner. By myself, I had a toy. And with this one, I didn't even make it to the highest setting. I started with the G-spot stimulation first, meaning I didn't even cut this part on. I started stimulating my G-spot with penetration. There's grooves in here and it vibrates. So I started doing that first. And then that was just a slow in and out insertions, letting the grooves really, and the vibrations really stimulate my G-spot. The G-spot is about, don't look at the nails, maybe about 2 to 3 inches in, maybe not even that far, but enough to where it feels like a sponge. And when you feel that sponginess in the vagina, you know you've reached the G-spot. Keep stimulating that. The more spongier it gets, the more wet it gets, you're doing the right thing. More blood flow comes to you. So like I said, I started just with the G-spot stimulation. Then I turned on the suction. Here's the thing. One thing I've noticed with a lot of my clients, everybody's pearl isn't the same. Some are big, some are small, some show, some are hidden. That's okay. We are here. I am here to find the right toy for you. So I had a client that said the rose was actually too big for his girlfriend. Could I suggest anything else? So I said, if the rose didn't work, find something that has more of a rubber opening where you can really clamp down and get the suction. Because if this is too big for her, then you're going to need something that has more of a suction to it, which would be the satisfier. Now, not to say that the rose doesn't have good suction. It really does. And it does pulsate out of this world. I wish there was a way like a fill-o-vision, like, you know, we wish you had smell-o-vision, a fill-o-vision where you could really see, maybe you can hear it. But that's like the higher setting. And if you can see it vibrates like that, if you can hear my finger, that is the rose. But with the rose, of course, it was the vibrating. With the satisfier has more of a pulsating suction. I wish you guys could see that, but that sucks to where the rose vibrates. So, like I said, back to Miss Mary. Now, Miss Mary, she has a suction and a vibration, which I think is, when I say put me on my ass, it put me on my ass. So with Miss Mary, it's more of a suction and vibration. And I put this to like setting number 3. And I had my vibration on setting number 5. I wanted something intense, but not too intense. So what I would do is when I had enough of the penetration, I just wanted it to sit. And when I say clamp it on, it really does attach, y'all. All you got to do is just, and try to control your muscles. Because one issue I did have was I kept pushing it out because it felt so good. But I had to learn how to relax, breathe, enjoy it. Don't tense up, but get on the roller coaster and ride the ride. So I put it on and it literally like clamped to me. And when I say I just lay back and just, and there were a couple of times where my muscles would try to push it out. And there were sometimes I had to stick my hand on it and kind of just keep it right there. And I would say about 10 minutes, because I held back. 10 minutes, my eyes was in the back of my head and I was squirting. Now, I'm pretty sure if I go to the highest setting, I probably would have squirted in less time, but I really wanted to enjoy the feeling. I really wanted to enjoy the moment. So that's why this one. So let's talk about the assisted one. So like I said, if you want to do the G-spot stimulation, have your partner, missionary was what worked for me. Missionary, where he had a deeper stroke. Now, I do know that some people get a better stroke when you do doggy style, but this is just so we can do both at the same time. So missionary was a position, of course, legs up and kind of spread out. While he was doing the deep penetration, I was doing the rose at the same time. Talk about out this world. When I came, it was a lot. And this is my first time. I actually thought I peed because I kept saying, I feel like I gotta pee. I feel like I gotta pee. And he was like, just let it go. You're fine. You're good. And that's when I just really let go and it just came out of me. So like I said, with the rose made me do it. But Miss Mary does it better. Just because I like the penetration and the stimulation. Now, a lot of us cannot handle that, and that's okay. You do what's best for you. But yes, like I said, these are on the website. And you guys, well, except for the rose, I keep telling you I'm like sold out. But I did hear you can get the rose on Amazon, like, and they're cheaper now since they're being mass produced. When I first started selling these, I was selling them for $55 and sold out every time. And I put it back on the site again like last month, sold out again. So these are very popular. I'm waiting to hear from a vendor so I can put these back on the site. But if you really wanted my honest opinion, if I could give like a scale from 1 to 10, this one, because of the suction and the vibration, I give it an 8.5. Mary, I give a 12. And the rose, I would probably give like maybe a 9. Maybe a 9. Just because it was assisted. But by itself, I prefer like the suction and the vibration a little bit more. But the reason why this one's kind of in between because it was assisted. But hey, these are here. Ain't no joke. So like I said, I'm having a sale this month. Spend anything over $20. Get free shipping on me using the code BIRTHDAY because it is my birthday month. But send this. I want to do research, guys. I really do. So hit me up in the messenger, either on IG, Facebook, Twitter. I don't even know if this can go up on Twitter. And of course here on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share to your friends. I really want information on this. I really want to know about squirting. What made you squirt? Who did it? How was it done? What position? You know, have you been able to squirt then? Even my creamers. I want to know about my creamers because I need up-to-date information. The more information I can get, the more I can educate, the more I can sell, the more we can get this done. Ladies, your orgasm is your right. You deserve it. It is yours. Holla at me. Oh, part 2 will be above this video. We're going to talk about my baby. We're going to talk about my game. So catch me after this one up above, because I know they go up above, to the game Breathless. Y'all have a good night, lovers. Talk to you later.